Hi guys, welcome back, hopefully. It's a new day and a new vlog, so I thought I will take you with me for a weekend. Today is Saturday, it's bright and early, it's 9 a.m. and I'm on the way to Pilates. I rarely go, to be honest, so early, but there are other things I wanted to do today, and I noticed that if I do Pilates around even like 11, it's just half a day is gone. So 9 a.m. and I'm almost there, but I thought I will start the video here. I'm wearing my Chloe sunglasses, love them. This is just like an H&M shirt, kind of like a linen blend. This is a Halara sports top. I love it. I love the back of it. It's kind of like a crust. I'll insert the picture, and then I'm wearing my Lululemon leggings and just a little bag. But I wanted to actually update you since I'm going to Pilates and I thought it's kind of on a topic. I have finished all my EMS sessions that, I took you on with me, kind of the journey. And oh, there is a very angry dog. Um, and I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to talk about my experience. So I did 6 sessions. This is where it gets confusing. 6 sessions, but only 3 visits because basically one session counts as one area. So if you want to do stomach and butt, that's 2 sessions in 1 visit. So I did 6 sessions, but 3 visits because I did 3 on stomach and 3 on my butt. I would say overall, whether this is something I would recommend, to be honest, I'm still on the fence. If I were to pay my own money, which would cost me about £400 for 6 sessions, which is already very good price, because I've seen somewhere 6 sessions being for like 700. I'm not sure I would be super happy with the results, but I got them complimentary. So obviously my satisfaction rate is a bit higher. I would say if you are someone who is not working out consistently and you're hoping this is kind of like a hack to get more snatched, I think you will be disappointed because even me, who I work out consistently, I will say I eat about 85% clean. I haven't seen a crazy results. I've seen some little ones, but not a crazy. And that's me already. I've been working consistently for nearly a year. I had a break before, but all my life I would say I've been very active. So if you think that you can go 1 time to Pilates a week and then 1 time to EMS session and that is kind of your workout routine, I think it will take a long time till you see the results. I'm not saying it will not happen, it's just it will be a long time and you will be spending a lot of money to do it. However, I think if you're someone who works out consistently, it doesn't even have to be like a lot. It's clean. I think this can be kind of the last push to get your body to a more snatched state. I think it's great if you have before your wedding or just like as a maintenance. I think that could be great. I would say I've seen less results on my butt than on my stomach, whilst when I work out in the classes, I find it harder to work out on my stomach to see the results than on my butt. So it essentially worked better on my stomach. And would I go there again? I would say yes, but I would have to be sure. I would have to be sure that wait, I need to switch my arm because it's aching. I would need to be sure that I'm still working out consistently and eating well and things like that. So I'm thinking maybe I will go again, maybe around October time, something like that, but not anytime soon, to be honest. So yeah, but I would say it wasn't bad. It's kind of like a self-care / wellness type of thing that you can do for yourself. So yeah, I would say my recommendation is about 6 out of 10. It also depends what are your expectations. Yeah, So that's it. I don't want to go in circles. I have a bit of a weird type of hair day, I have to say, but I have something exciting to show you when we come home, because I'm going to wash my hair and style them. So I'm going to show you something that I wanted to use since yesterday. And then after that, my plan is that we want to go actually to Battersea. I've only been there once before when we tested the car. And I was quite impressed. Can you believe I've been in London for many, many years? Never been there. I know, it's crazy. Wait, I need to check if I'm on the right track because I took a different street. Okay, yes, I'm on the right street. So yeah, we are going there. I want to stop by Apple to buy my wired earphones because I want to talk to you when I'm like out and about, and I don't know, to be honest, how the sound translates when I speak now. And now I'm luckily in a quiet street. This is why I took it, because as you can see, there's barely anyone. But you know, sometimes when I want to speak with you quickly, it's nice to have a microphone. That's the one. Another thing I wanted to check, there is this bag from Ralph Lauren. I found. Well, I already saw it before and I was considering buying it. But you know, as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm searching for a tote for my work. So I just want to check it out. And that's it. And tomorrow we have exciting plans, but I'm not going to spoil it yet. Now let's go and work out. Okay guys, so I went to Pilates, which was really good. I enjoyed the class. It was very tough because I worked out yesterday as well in the evening. So yeah, it was difficult, but a good one. But as I alluded to before, I wanted to show you something. So I just showered, did a bit of my makeup, and I wanted to show you a new tool that I'm going to try for the first time, which is the Dyson. This is a Dyson Airwrap Coanda, which is the newest version. I've never had a Dyson before. I always use like the tools. Wait, let me correct this. Okay, hopefully now I don't have to keep holding it. So I always use like these tools like hair dryer, the hair straightener, and then I think maybe 4 years ago I bought a Revlon like a heat brush that is kind of a similar, it's not very similar to this. And I've been using it, but I noticed it was not great for my hair, so I stopped. And then recently I've discovered in my hair, the type of my hair, actually it's quite good when it's blow dried after shower. And I do remember one time I went to this hairdresser and she told me, she was really good. I remember she really kick-started my hair on kind of like a healthier journey, and she told me that actually for my hair I should be blow drying them to, I think it says to close the cuticles, if I remember it correctly, if this is the term. And so I've been looking at the Dyson for a long time, but obviously it's a very pricey item. And then last year I ordered like a dupe from Amazon and I returned it because it wasn't good. So I'm super curious to try these because I heard there is a learning curve to this, that you don't get it right on the first try. So I'm not expecting a huge results today, but I'm very curious how it will be. My hair is probably quite dry because it's been in a towel for a while now, but I wanted to show you. So this is the body. It's kind of like a pink, very soft pink color. And what I was quite surprised, because I've never seen it in person until last week. Was it last week or this week? Or maybe it was this week. I think it was this week actually. I've never seen it in person. I always heard that it's quite big and bulky, but I have to say this one is, I find it quite small. In fact, let me compare. So this is my old Revlon one. There is a plenty of hair. I need to clean it. and this is the Dyson. So in fact, it is quite smaller. I think maybe the older Dyson versions are bigger, and even in the store there was this Coanda one, which is this one, and then there was ID one, which the ID one was tiny bit bigger. So I suppose maybe the older versions are bigger, but this is very small, I think, in my opinion. And then there's like a plenty of attachments. So you have like this brush, this is like a hair dryer brush, round brush. And then I'm super curious to try this one and this one. This is for straight hair, this is for wavy. I think maybe I want to try the wavy one today. There are two actually that come in. So one is thinner and one is thicker. I don't know which one I'm going to try. So yeah, I'm super excited to try it. I'm super curious about the result. What I'm using for my hair, so I have 3 products. This is for roots. This is the Rosemary Aromatica Root Enhancer. It's a very rosemary feel, but it's great because it doesn't leave your hair greasy. Then I have this Wow Dream Coat, Color Wow Dream Coat. I'm glad I bought the small version because I'm not impressed by this. It's okay, but I feel like if I was buying a big item for the full price, I just don't think it's worth it. They do say that it's activated by heat. I have not experienced any activation on my hair, so it's supposed to give you like this very sleek hair look, but I just don't see the results. I don't see the difference between this one and, for example, I had a LVU, was kind of like a LVU Dream Lengths type of heat protectant, and I did not see the difference. I now ordered actually Garnier heat protectant because after many years I actually came back to Garnier products. But anyway, I will talk about it another time. And then for the ends after, I used quite a lot already from it. This is a Kerastase Nutritio Magic Night. It says night serum, so you should use it, I guess, overnight. But I do use it after blow dry sometimes because I find it's super lightweight, kind of milky, but lightweight. So yeah, let me get started and see how that goes. Okay, the blow drying part took literally a few seconds. This is super strong, but it's not so loud, I have to say, which I really like. And what I'm going to do now, my hair is pretty much dry now. I think, as I said, it's also because I had it in a towel for a bit. I'm going to just quickly reapply. And as you can tell, I have quite fine hair. I'm still on my hair journey, I would say. I'm going to brush it through a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to split it in sections and try to curl it. And I have to say, I really like the result. I would say when it comes to using the tool, it's pretty straightforward and intuitive. The only thing maybe I have to think about is what type of hair products I want to use before that like holds the shape maybe better. But my intention is not to have like super curly hair. I actually really like this type of soft blow dry. And what I like, it created so much volume over here, which I do not have a lot of hair, so I do like this look very much. So first impressions, super good. I also changed. I'm wearing this black, it's kind of like an embroidery black mini dress. I had it for ages, and I never end up wearing it, but I do like the shape. So whilst the weather is nice, I decided to wear it today, and I will wear just like a black bag and wedges mules. And that's my outfit. And then we are heading out, and I will take you with me. Okay guys, we just came home and I changed because I do have to say, when I saw myself in this dress, I understand why I'm not wearing it very often, and I think this dress is going on a big bit. But I had a delivery of the Garnier heat protectant that I mentioned. Yeah, so this is it. Never tried it before. It says Diamond Sleek Shine Coat Smoothing Spray, Freeze Free, and it should be also heat protectant, I think. Yeah, blow dry to activate. So I guess it's kind of a similar technique than the Color Wow, so I'm super curious. So what I was saying about this Garnier, this range, this Garnier, it's a nourishing conditioner banana hair food range. I used to use for quite some time, years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago, and I was thinking to myself, because I've been trying loads of different hair products as I'm on my hair journey, and you know, I tried things like Whey, I tried Pantene because I heard it's apparently good. I tried L'Oreal. I've used L'Oreal LVU Dream Lengths conditioner and hair shampoo for a long time. It was good, but I just felt like I did something better. And then I have a Kerastase, which is really good as well. But still there was something like missing, and I have to say this one is so good. I don't know why, but it fits my hair super well. Like it does what it's supposed to do. So when I was thinking about heat protectant, I thought, let me actually try. I actually have not seen this one in shops, in Boots or Superdrug, so I ordered it on Amazon, and I am very curious how that is, how that looks. So yeah, this is what I wanted to quickly show you. Also, I recently purchased new face wash from, doesn't look recent, but I promise you it's recent purchase, from Medicube. It's a zero pore capsule cleansing foam, and I have to say it's great. It has AHA and PHA, gentle exfoliating. I really like it. There are like a tiny dots, bubbles. So if you're someone who breaks out from them, maybe that's not the best because they can clog your pores, but it's not a lot of them. But yeah, I like it. I really like it. I'm still kind of want to try maybe a different ones. I don't know why I find it to find a good facial cleanser is quite difficult. I've tried a few, and a lot of them just didn't work. They don't remove makeup. Usually what I do is that after makeup, I go in with kind of like an exfoliating pad. So I've been using this phytoenzyme peeling pad. So this is one, and then I also have I also have this retinol one. So I've been using these ones, and how I know if the cleanser works or not is that if I go after with these pads, I can see if there is still a makeup residue or not, or even after in the morning I can see that. So this one has been actually quite good. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. There is a bunch of other skincare I've been using, but I don't want to turn this into like a skincare video, but maybe I can do that at some point. I've tried quite a lot of different skincare recently, and some that worked, some that didn't, so I can definitely show you things that did and didn't for me. Also, by the way, this is my hair after a few hours, so as you can tell, it's quite straight. It still holds the volume here, like it's still quite voluminous. And I haven't really used any hairspray. I used a tiny bit of hairspray, but nothing too much. And I also didn't like let it set too much. I know when you do these curls on an air wrap, you should like let it set. Some people even pin it. I just did it and then I brushed it off. But for me, this is perfect. Like I like when the ends are just flicked and the rest of the hair has just this type of like a bounciness to it. So yeah, for me, this is perfect. And when I was looking at my footage that I recorded before we were leaving My hair was so shiny. I don't know what type of sorcery is in this Dyson, but my hair was so shiny on the camera, but also in a person. So even when I look at myself in a mirror, which is just behind you, I have to say I really like it. I think the one thing I like the most probably is the volume it gave me in the roots, because as I said, I have very little hair and also very fine hair. So, you know, if I would put it in a ponytail, it's very tiny. So, but I feel like optically speaking, obviously if you touch it, you can tell, but optically speaking, this looks not bad. There is two other things I wanted to show you or discuss, but let's move to the room. Okay, we moved to a different room basically. Actually, I changed this top, and I actually recently bought it on Mango. I think I mentioned that in my previous vlog that I made an order. It was great and not so great at the same time, I guess. I made quite a big order. Out of this order, I kept 2 pieces, which I guess is great because I really want to curate the pieces. But also it kind of shows how deceiving sometimes things can be. So, but I really like this knit. It's very fine, so it's great even for summer, for colder evenings. And then obviously when it transitions to autumn, I like the color. I was saying that I want to add some color to my closet, and oh, what I was saying is that I want to add some color into my closet. So this was the one piece I kept, and then there is another one that I kept. So this is another one which might be premature because it's like a knit turtleneck. But I felt like it was great. This is the type of turtleneck that I always look for, and that is, it has a fairly big funnel neck, so it feels sturdy and chunky and like very cozy, but the body of it and the sleeves are not too thick, so I can actually wear a blazer on top of that or a coat, and I don't feel like I am packed in it, if you know what I mean. So I like something that kind of looks sturdier, but it's not always like super thick. And I really like this color. It's kind of like a very vivid red, and I can imagine with like a navy blazer with gold buttons, jeans. I think it could look nice. Actually, even with the white jeans, it's not so bad. So yeah, this was the second thing. As I said, it's a bit of a premature buy, but I'm sure when the time comes, I will be thankful to myself that I purchased it. So this is another one. And last kind of a purchase thing I wanted to show you before I want to talk about a little project that I have in mind is this Dyson. First of all, I don't know if I showed you inside, to be honest. You know, I was overly excited to kind of get with styling my hair because my hair has been in a towel for a while, and I was like, I really want to like film it and also style it, and I don't want my hair to get too dry to the point where I cannot try different things, if you know what I mean. So there is a bit of a blur in my memory that was this morning, but this is how it, by the way, looks inside. It has this velvet thing. I also don't feel like this Dyson is everywhere on the internet, so I feel like everyone's seen it as well. So at the same time, do we need to do a whole tour? I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary. But the one thing that I want to show you, because I find this tool so cool, this is something that arrived just before I started filming, and I just thought is like another of these, like, you know, a replacement. Not this one, but actually I thought it's this one, this thing. This is like for straightening your hair. But it is not. It's not the same. It's for straightening, but not the same. So basically what it is, if I understood correctly, by the way, because this is just me thinking I know what it is, but I think it's almost like alternative to hair straightener. So you click it, it's clicked, and then you just use this, and it has like a plate inside, but obviously it gets heated up by air, but I guess it will work as a straightener. I find this super cool. Like, it looks, at first it looks like some sort of contraption, but it's so like sleek and easy. So I'm super intrigued to try this one, and also this that I showed you for the straight hair, which I might do tomorrow. Usually I wouldn't style my hair every single day, but I'm too excited not to. So yeah, so this, I don't know, I find it so cool in terms of like the design and how they like came up with the idea, I guess. So yeah, I need to order travel pouch for this because this is very nice now. And I want to keep it nice, and it's also kind of like a matte color and material, so I think if I just keep throwing it anywhere, it will get damaged and it will start having marks, like a dark marks, because it has this matte finish. So I want to keep it as nice and as new as possible. So I want to order a pouch from, I found like on Amazon, you know, basically it's like the same as like when you travel with your skincare, but it's for Dyson. So this is the plan. So far I need to find a place to store it. This whole box, it's quite heavy actually, I have to say. But there is a plan, or no, there is not a plan. There is a project I have in mind that I want to do. So the thing is, whenever I work from home, I usually tend to work maybe from desk that you probably have seen before. Sometimes our dining table, but I don't necessarily like to work from there. And then sometimes I'm on the sofa, or most recently I've been working actually here from the bedroom. And I would make like a makeshift desk from like bringing my chair, and then there is can you see here, there is ironing board. Yes, you'll hear me right. I was having a super serious calls, you know, closing the projects on a ironing board. But the space here is working for me. I like it. I like that I can close myself. There is a nice light in front of me because there is a big window. So I like it. And I think especially I like it when my boyfriend is also at home and he also works from home. And when we both have calls, we just at the same time, which happens, actually I think it happens quite often also because I have constantly calls. So at some point we overlap. So it's nice to be able to close ourselves in different rooms. So I've been thinking to actually create some sort of nook here. I'm not a super fan of having a desk, like desk in a bedroom, because I think it kind of takes away from like a zen of the place. But I want to maybe do something kind of in between. So one thing I want to do is that I also love to sometimes do my makeup here. I also do my hair here. And now that I have this thing, I'll do even more my hair here. So I wanted to almost create some sort of like beauty nook or a beauty, what do they call it? Vanity table that can be translated to the desk that I simply put my laptop on and I work for a few hours, but nothing that screams office desk. It's more like, I feel like vanity table, something that can have like a nice candle or maybe some flower. It still kind of gives this wellness type of feel, which I think is okay. So that's my little home project. I've already pre-identified the desk maybe I like, but I'm not 100% sure. And I'm also not 100% sure how to actually fit it in the space. So I'm going to show you what the kind of space is like and my dilemma around fitting in different like furniture pieces. Okay, so here is the mirror. This mirror kind of sits in a like corner, and there is a bit of a dead space behind. So I think it's not like a best use of space, and also it's a bit wobbly because in fact it only leans on one side of the mirror. Like this side is kind of in the air. So I think it's not the best use of the space. And then I'll try to kind of show, don't mind the mess, these are the returns. I kind of try to show you the space without showing you outside, but this used to be where the chest of drawers was. As you can see, there's still marks. We literally moved it this morning. And this chest of drawers is now here. And there is also a corner, so there is like a bit of a space behind. Now this chest of drawers is too big for here. And ideally, I would like to have a desk in this area so I can look outside of the window and have my chair there, but there is not too much space in between. So I'm thinking to remove the mirror. So that kind of creates more open space. But then we are also thinking whether we should get a smaller chest of drawers or not. So yeah, this is the dilemma. This is what I am kind of operating with. I don't know if you understood correctly from this little close-up, because as I said, there is a window right in front of me, so obviously I don't want to film that. But hopefully you kind of got the ideas to like what the project is about and what I'm trying to achieve. But I would like to get it done fairly quickly, because I think it's been something that's, you know, I've been making this makeshift ironing board desk for at least a couple of times now, minimum. So I think it is time. And also because now it's August, the work is getting busy, but it's not busy. But I know once the September hits, it will be super busy. And obviously I would also like to use this space to film maybe when I get ready, when I do my makeup, I can talk to you. I think it's just nice to have. And obviously also the lighting here, I think it's very nice. Obviously the background is like nothing special. I do prefer the background of our living room because I find it's more stimulating. Also there is more to see, and there's also more colors. But I think it's easier to set up here, and also I can close myself to do it. So yeah, this is the plan. And this is my project for next, hopefully just a couple of weeks. Hopefully I can get it done within that time frame. But yeah, I think I will leave you here for today. But don't worry, do not log off yet, because I'm taking you somewhere tomorrow, but I'm going to talk about it tomorrow morning when we get ready tomorrow. But I think what I'm going to do now, it's 5:45. I need to rest. I need to sit down, and I am going to research some desks. Okay, hi guys, hope you can hear me, because as you can see, I just got the earphones that I was talking about. So I'm testing also the audio at the same time, but it's a new day, and I was actually hoping that I will catch you up when I'm getting ready, but to be honest, I was so tired and lazy this morning that there was just no way I'm putting up the camera and filming myself. I just needed, you know, this Sunday morning where you just don't do anything. This is exactly what I was doing. But I want to tell you where we are headed. We are going to Longines Global Champions Tour competition, which I'm super excited about. I've been there now, I think 2 years in a row, so this is my third time going there. I love to go there. I don't think I have actually said or spoke about much about my previous life, which I refer to sometimes as when I was horse riding, so I think this is a story for another time. But it's something very close to my heart, and I love to go and watch the top riders compete. I find it always a great environment just to go, even if you don't necessarily are, or if you're not like a super big fan of the sport, but you enjoy just watching the sports in general. So we are going there. We're just on the way. It will take us about 10 minutes to walk there. And then the main competition starts, I think about 45 minutes. So the whole competition started on Friday. And then the biggest one is at 3 p.m. So this is where we are headed to. And I'll try to show you a little bits and bobs from the competition and from the area as well, because there is like I wouldn't say necessarily a little village, but a little row of shops and little restaurants or food stands. It's quite cute and nice, but I just grabbed iced coffee on the way because I was quite thirsty. So yeah, let me take you there.